Canadians are known worldwide as polite pushovers. That's about to change. Laugh Attack brings to you a show with more balls than a sporting goods store. Prepare yourselves for the Hotzcast. Now, here's Kenny Hotz.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Castle with Brian Pico and Canadian Superman Kenny Hotz.
Ubermensch.
Kenny, how you doing?
I'm good.
That's good. You told me, and I don't believe it, but you told me that Brian wants to be referred to as...
No. I've coined a new name for Brian.
Let's hear it.
It's going to be called... This is going to be his name from now on, and you better go get the Twitter handle.
Okay.
Because your new name, drumroll please, is Tokyo Drift.
Why Tokyo Drift?
Oh, it's obvious.
No, just for the people out there who might not know.
I don't know. I think it's a cool name.
I think it's very cool, too.
Tokyo Drift.
So there's no story to it?
TD's in the house.
Yeah?
Tokyo.
Yo, what's up?
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah? What's up?
It's just kind of old and boring and the worst movie ever, and it just kind of seems cool to like some Down syndrome 11-year-old kid would think it was the coolest thing ever. So
It sums me up perfectly.
it is perfect.
You were a little up in arms today when Tokyo Drift went to the bathroom and didn't close the door. What was the big deal?
Well,
you don't even know about it while you were
I'm kind of mad. Listen, I'm kind of mad at myself, and I don't really care that much, but I just don't like when you guys, want to see me. You want me to see them pissing. And Brian's the type of guy who, when he goes to the bathroom, he wants people to watch him.
Makes me feel better.
You know what? It actually comes from Spenny.
First of all, his name's not Brian.
I'm not talking about Spenny, but I'm just saying he used to go to the bathroom in front of me and piss. And I just think it's disgusting. Like, you have a fucking door there. Close the door. You know what I mean? Like, what is a door there for? What did that Portuguese guy build that door for?
To close it.
Exactly. So, Brian, when you're in the bathroom and you're looking at me off the side of your shoulder, looking at me like,
yeah,
scratch my back.
I'm all coy when I do it.
Like that. Don't close the fucking door. I don't like the noise. I don't like the shit. And then he flushes the toilet and his ginger piss, it's probably a gel because it flooded the toilet after.
It's thick. Yeah.
Well, the next thing that happened, I mean, Brian took off like lightning, but the toilet
just started flooding.
Started playing. Actually, it was after Matt went, but
what, downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, that was because when I went down there was actually shit still in there.
There was a poo blast. I don't know what happened, but when it flooded, we went to take a look, and there was poo right under the rim at the back.
I got Derek Harvey, the guy, the idiot who wrote Freddie Got Fingered with Tom Green, is living in my basement now.
He's a lovely man. He's no idiot, but
he's an
asshole, and he clogs toilets with his booze shit. All he does is drink booze and clog my toilet.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It was a mighty blast because to get poo that high up in the rim and that quality.
Which comes to another point is that if you're going to have a house, do not, when I got a house finally, I never bought anything in my life. I'm not records and steaks, the only
Good
things
investment.
I ever bought. I got a house, and I thought, in my house, I'm going to put this beautiful apartment in the basement. That's a really comfortable place with a kitchen, really nice, done up. And now everybody treats my fucking place like Union Station. When it turns out Toronto's perfectly in between Europe and Los Angeles. So everybody always, or New York, everybody always comes and stays in my fucking house.
Well, you screwed up because you originally put it in because you're a cheap Jew and you wanted to make some free money. But
I never, ever. No, I put it in because I lived in the house while I was renovating. Oh. I would never rent out my fucking place.
Well, you were at some point.
I don't need the cash. I never rented out my place.
Yeah, you did to Jamie.
To friends, but to Jamie. Jamie, as a friend, I charge a guy $200 a month. Anyways, I only rented out to super friends. I would never have some stranger in my place.
And so now you regret it.
And ever since Derek found the camera in the toilet, there's no reason for him to.
Not worth it.
Do you know, I saw a movie once that's called Johnny Be Bad. And it's about what's that guitarist? He put cameras in all of his bathrooms in the restaurants that he owned.
He's a famous guitarist.
Yeah, he's
is he in a band?
Yeah, no, he's famous.
Pete Townsend?
He wrote Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good.
Oh, Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry had put he did this video called Johnny B. Bad. And he was filming all these prostitutes with their sphincters puckering, and it's actually, you can see it, Johnny B. Good.
That's what it's all about.
Wait, it's called Johnny B. Bad.
Johnny B. Bad.
But Chuck Berry made the movie?
Chuck Berry put cameras in the toilets of the restaurant that he owned, got in trouble, but they found all this footage of like these like crackhead prostitutes, their ass. I've seen the movie,
and they posted
their
it?
asses puckering.
But they can't show that. How are they allowed to show that?
This is so heavy. Honestly, this is so heavy. Plug your ears, ladies. in the movie Johnny B. Bad, some hooker's licking his butt, and he rips this massive Jamaica fart right in their mouth, and he goes, "Oh, I like that."
I've got to see this
because it's hours. In fact, I was fast forwarding it. It was hours and hours, and the fact that it just happened to stop on the right in some chick's. It was unbelievable.
So it's not like a feature movie. It's just a bunch of clips. A compilation of the
somebody
clips.
Somebody went in and stole his home movies, which were a bunch of hookers puckering their sphincters on his sink. Well, and it's true. You can Google it.
I believe it. When I came over, you were Googling something. You were Googling vaginal prolapse. Why were you so interested in that? Why do you do that?
What is that?
Kenny will tell you.
Ask your mom.
It's awful. Well, you can Google it.
You know what? You know why? Because we have the world at our fingertips. And, and I hate to say it, it's why I watch. I think I'm really desensitized. I was a war photographer. I was a journalist. I've seen things that would make Rambo puke.
What have you seen in real life? But all on the internet.
On the internet, I've seen. Well, the last thing I watched was the Mexican cartel chop up 6 people.
You were telling me about. Not only were you telling me about that, we were over, and you're like, "Hey, let's watch it." Like you wanted to watch it again, or you wanted us to see it.
First of all, I didn't. No, I said you should see it because you can't even watch anything.
No.
You can't. You faint when you see like ketchup poured on French fries.
Well, it's a little gross.
Get a grip, Jeff.
And but I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm totally desensitized to it. Again, and then I think, oh, my brother's a doctor, and I'm the type. I actually, it's something what I never mentioned before. For a little bit of time there, I actually had my police card from the Metro Toronto Police Force, and I used to go into murder scenes and go and take pictures of...
Just a fun night out, eh?
I went once, there was some kid who broke into a gun store on Yonge Street, and they sent in a robot, and I was right there shooting, and it was fucking crazy.
But morbid curiosity, you were trying to make money off of it? What was the plan?
I just thought, you know what, I can sneak in, and I can get in there. I really like being into, going into situations and places where I shouldn't be. And for some reason, I just thought, life is, I want my life to be filled with all these weird kind of adventures and situations, and that's why I did it. I think maybe because my family went through a lot of war shit, and I always felt totally sheltered in Toronto, and I just wanted to shake it up a little bit.
And where's your war? You want a war, eh, Ken?
What's that?
You want a war.
That's true. You're looking for a war.
I'm looking for a war, aren't we all?
You're watching cartel, the Mexican cartel, chop up 6 people. What were they? Women? Why would you like?
Anyways,
you watch all
let's
6
move on.
people?
Listen, the only thing is that doctors do it, and morticians do it, and cops do it. So why is it that crazy? So I'm the type of guy I could probably walk onto a murder scene and use dead babies as clogs if I want to. Who fucking cares?
You really are desensitized. There was that photogenic burn victim that I saw a split second of.
I'm not going to post any of these links, but yeah, here's the reality: is that human nature is really weird and surreal, and when you watch these things like photogenic burn victim or vaginal prolapse or rectal prolapse, and Google vaginal prolapse,
you'll be disturbed.
What you're going to see is the realities of the world, and you're going to be able to live your life to the fullest because you're going to know that there's disease out there and death, and how lucky you are to be where you are, or how unlucky you are
to have a vaginal prolapse.
So. Well, after I bang any girl, she gets vaginal prolapse. So you're used to it. But I just think I like watching that stuff because it really lets me understand how volatile our lives are, and how much I appreciate life. Like I wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning. It's like, oh, thank God, there's no fucking,
I'm not a burn
Colombian
victim.
drug lord with a chainsaw chopping off my head right now.
Well, the one thing that does make you squeamish, you've mentioned a few times when I'm with you, it has something to do with someone's finger being chopped off.
Yeah, I chopped off my finger when I was 4 years old.
Let's hear all about it.
Or maybe your mom just sneezed when I diddled her.
What?
Yeah, that's what happened.
It snapped off to the end of your finger.
Listen, I don't want to tell my finger story. That is a massive me chopping off my finger.
It's heavy stuff.
Set my entire life in one specific direction.
Boring.
But I want you to know that I intentionally chopped my finger off.
You think you did it?
I knew, even as a child. Yeah.
You just want to know what would happen.
Well, I was trying to get, I was drafted and I was trying to get out of baby nom.
No, what happened?
It worked.
What was
they
going
were
through your
sending me-
mind when you're putting your finger in that bicycle? Well, tell them how it happened. It was at an exercise
It's a
bike.
really long story. I don't know. You want me to tell the
Yeah,
whole story?
tell the story.
Not the whole thing.
Well, we're here for an
Cole's
hour.
notes.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. So I was 4 years old and I was at the Y in the shower with my brother and my father. My father was 7, I was 4. My dad was really ditzy. I was kind of turning into him. I think he had fucking Alzheimer's at age 11.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the shower and we're all showering up. And
You had an older dad.
I had
Your
an
dad
older
was-
dad. My dad
was-
would be almost 100 now.
Yeah.
I'll be 46 this year. I wandered off, and my brother, who's 7, I'm 4, my brother goes, "Hey, Dad, go watch Kenny." He wandered off. My dad didn't pay attention. I wandered out into the weight room, which was an exercise room. But this is 1971, 1971. Where, the weight rooms where it was like Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, where they had the wooden things on the wall that you would grab. It was like straight out of some,
A lot of medicine balls.
Woody Allen sleeper movie.
Yeah.
And I wandered up to an exercise bike, a stationary exercise bike, and I sat down next to it and I started spinning the pedal. And while I was spinning the pedal, I'm the reason, me and some other kids are the reasons why when you get on bicycles, you can back pedal, that it doesn't lock. Like the brakes lock.
Right.
The brakes used to lock, but so many kids chopped off their hands and fingers in those bicycles. Now, if you stick your finger in a chain, it doesn't do anything. There's this retraction thing that keeps the bike pedals from doing that.
Invented
but
too
back
late.
then, it was just, the momentum of the pedals. There was no stopping it. And I just stuck my finger in, and my finger went right in between the spokes that held the chain and the chain. And my finger went right in, took all the way around, popped out, and it was dangling by a vein. And, I'm in shock. I had no idea.
there.
And I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden I see bloop and bloop. Like the blood was pumping out to my heartbeat. It was like a little squirt, big squirt, little squirt, big squirt. And I'm just sitting here watching this. and then I just go freak out. Some guys run in. They wrapped a towel around my hand. The towel. My brother said the only thing he remembers is this group of naked old Jewish men around me with cocks that looked like boa constrictors dangling around. And he could look through all he could look through, and he saw my hand, and it was in a towel covered in blood. And my dad actually ran out naked into the street carrying me and got into a cabin, took me to Sick Children's Hospital.
Oh, God.
And then I was stuck in the hospital for 2 weeks alone. Not alone, but I was stuck there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think that, I think all of these, I think I have abandonment issues. My house was always I think that's why I was a weed dealer. I think I always like people around. I'm an extrovert, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think these situations were so traumatic that it's totally, it's created everything in my life, my entire personality and persona. I think I would be a totally different person. I'd probably be some tranny burlesque performer in Dubai if I'd ever cut off my finger. I think I'd probably be a totally different
you
person.
never know,
But you'd have your finger.
Point.
So I chopped off my finger.
That's the same JCC where your dad died.
And then my dad, and then, I don't know.
Sometimes we drive by
20
it.
years later, my dad's playing handball on the court in the same building, and he dies. He has an aneurysm. Blood squirts out of his nose. And we went to go see him in the hospital and shut him off.
Oh, God.
But he was a really nice guy.
The crazy thing is when we pass by that JCC, you remember it affectionately. Like, oh, there's the JCC.
Well, you know what it said? You know what it said?
Dad died and you
On
lost
it,
your
they just
finger.
had this massive ad, and this is in Bloor and Spadina in Toronto. They had this massive ad for come in for a good time, a good friend, and a schwitz. And it said this massive thing. And a schwitz in Yiddish is a sauna, because they have saunas in there. But it actually says like Auschwitz. Like it
All
says
right,
a schwitz.
Auschwitz. All right.
And I think that's why so many Jews went to their death, is because they called the place a schwitz, you know. So, anyways, now we can get into the fact that my mom is mad at me.
Wait a minute. Did you blame your dad for that whole thing, or did you blame your brother, or nobody? You must have been mad at them.
Well, you know what's funny? Later on, a year later, I broke my dad's thumb playing Toro on the couch with him. I totally broke his thumb.
Yeah.
I remember him jumping up and down, so fuck you.
But the rest of that finger's gone, right? You never held on to it?
No,
Is it in a
was
jar somewhere?
It was gone. It was I went in there looking for it. I go, do you see this little pink thing with a nail on it? But the good news is
turn up.
I get 10% off my manicures.
Because
But
good
you know,
deal.
I the only thing that you can't do is really play pool. I had to wear a thimble. But the reality is, girls,
Cool.
you know,
Go play
for
pool
girls,
sometime.
you know, I got a midget's penis on my hand, so
They love it. No nail.
They love it.
Yeah. You can just finger anything, huh?
So you got a really angry email.
Brian, you're fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
What?
grow up.
I'm real
Guy lost
horny.
his
I'm horny
finger.
today.
Yeah, so's your dad.
No.
And by the way, it's not Brian, it's Tokyo.
Oh, Toke.
TD?
Tokes.
You talking to TD right now?
Tokes. But now, so you reminded me because I was cracking Auschwitz jokes, and my mom, okay, my mom's all pissed off at me.
She couldn't even call you for this one. She sent an angry
First of all,
email.
here, well, 1 second. Where's the? Oh, I had the article, and of course I've said it. Where's that
It's
paper
here,
I had?
here.
Okay, so I'm in the Post, right? Full page.
It's a Jewish post. Don't get too
No,
excited.
it's not.
No, it's not.
It's the actual Post. So I got a full page article in the
It's
Post.
the Village Post. There's a lot of Jews
Jewish
in the village.
And no, it's it's the Post magazines are all over Toronto, and this is the comedy issue. And read that last line, Kessel.
Because you can't. It's future career plans. Kenny says, I'm a Jew, but I'd work with Dr. Mengele if there was enough cash in it.
Okay, first of all, this was an hour conversation on the phone with some guy.
If people don't know who Dr. Mengele is, you should, but he tortured a lot. He experimented on Jews in the Holocaust.
He was a Nazi.
Bad guy.
So it was just one joke that the guy put in. I've said the joke 100 times. I hate the fucking
In fact,
joke.
I wasn't sure what article she was talking about, so I Googled Hotz and Mengele. A million
It's like
different things
15
came up.
things, you know.
Your favorite
So
reference.
now my mom got a phone call from, you know, one of her 170-year-old friends, Gabi, you know, Weisenberger. Your son mentioned Dr. Mengele and and then my mom calls me, why are you talking Dr. Mengele? And anyways, listen, this is a lady who dressed up in an Auschwitz costume. I kicked her head in an oven, and she started reading Mein Kampf. Like when that whole Bist zu Herr Adolf Hitler. Nine. Like she's you know if she's getting paid for it. First of all, I could give her like $500 every time she did the show. I'd go get her. I'd go, Mom, here, go get your hair done. Oh, and your manicure. Yeah, okay, I'll drop the extra $15 for a manicure, Mom. Just as long as you do some funny Jewish Auschwitz shit with me. Oh, no problem. So you know when you flip her a fucking brass farthing, Mom. Oh, she'll do it. She'll do any jokes, anything. But the second some, you know, crusty old bat calls her from, you know, because they see the article in the paper, oh, she's all upset. Oh, God, my son, what do I do? What do I do? First of all, I bought you a $35,000 kitchen. I bought you a kitchen. I renovated your entire house. I went to renovate my mother's house.
You put in a new basement, so Darren can live there.
No, listen, I put in a basement. I said, you know what, just tile the fucking floor. And drywall it. So when we're over for her house for dinner, she's got 4 nieces and nephews. Everyone can sit downstairs. I put the cable here. You know, that's it. And we'll put some nice furniture down there, and there'll kind of be a playroom for the kids that they can mess up. And then when the odd time we have dinner at your house, you call everyone upstairs. What does she do? She calls Avi, my brother-in-law's uncle, over, designs this $50 million basement. There was, first of all, we can get into this forever. There was a bathroom in my mom's basement.
They
For
need to
some
see it.
stupid fucking reason, she moved the bathroom to the other end of the house.
Costs a lot of money.
It cost a lot of money without me even knowing.
There's no benefit
And
to it,
the
too.
contractor was like, that cost me, I don't know, probably like 20 fucking grand, and I work really hard for my money. You know, anyways,
Questionable.
She totally is pissing me off.
Well, she was
my brother, the doctor. He's a doctor. He you know, guy's making $50 a day sticking his finger up Mrs. Nussbaum's ass. He's got $1 million house. You think he's going to chip in?
Probably not.
No, chip in. I haven't worked in 2.5 fucking years, and my rich doctor brother won't even give her a penny to help me renovate the house that she's going to die in a week, and he's going to get fucking a third of.
I'm sensing issues here. Do you think your brother's a doctor because he feels bad that he feels responsible that you lost your finger and he wants to save people now?
Oh, maybe. Let's talk about that.
That would be so funny if he.
I think that's it. Because he was a bad boy.
He was
a
terrible.
Boy?
First of all, and then my brother, who was the biggest vandal ever, and you know, I used to go egg houses and smash plate glass windows and destroy like $1 million pieces of city equipment and hydro bays with by smashing 3x4s into like massive like hydroelectric plants. We used to destroy them like we were Al Qaeda fucking ninjas. All happened because my brother was a total vandal. Tommy had to vandalize, and then in grade 6, when Mrs. Burns yelled at him and he got expelled for the day, he starts crying like a baby, and I don't want to be bad anymore. And then he becomes the biggest, straightest goody two-shoes ever and leaves me in Vandalland. You know, I didn't have the ability to not be a little shit anymore. I didn't have the ability to clean up my act. I stayed bad, and he switched into being good, and it still doesn't make sense to me to this day.
It all goes back to the finger,
but he's
man.
totally straight, like Kessel here.
He's me.
He doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do fucking anything.
Do you feel like he's faking it deep down inside? He's just faking it.
Yeah, I think it's a mask. I've actually confronted him about it, and he's pretty cool. Kind of like, no. But hey, like, dude, you know, give me some fucking. I'm throwing cash everywhere. I'm the most generous person in my family. The only person who really helps my mom. Everybody treats my mom like a fucking slave. I'm the only person. One, she's from a fucking kibbutz. She spent half her life picking almonds barefoot in cow shit. And you know, drawing apricots on rocks. You know, she didn't even know what a fucking television was till she was 51. And I made her a fucking star. People are walking up to her at Walmart going, "Oh, Mrs. Hotz, Mrs. Hotz." Like, I made you fucking famous, woman. I made you somebody, and you're shitting on me for a Dr. Mengele joke? It doesn't make sense.
Well, she was also a little upset in the same letter that you were getting hard to get a hold of lately.
Well, I'm not going to talk to her. She's you know.
Are you going to apologize to her?
I apologized to her. I wrote her a letter saying, "I love you. I'm sorry. I love you." But you know why? Because I apologize even though it's not my fault. And we spoke about this before.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. I hate people. You know what? I know people like this. They can never admit they're wrong. I hate fucking people like that.
Jeff Kessel.
Like, you know what? Who cares? Who cares? It makes you're such an insignificant nothingness in, like, you know, the amount of stuff that goes on in one day in somebody's life. The fact that you cannot admit that you're wrong, even if you're not wrong, or if you are wrong, that's probably the worst human trait that anybody could have. Any of my friends, and I totally call people on their shit, and I've been losing a lot of friends lately.
Tons.
Well, you have the opposite problem. You don't care what the problem. Like, someone has a problem, you won't even address it. You'll just be like, okay, but you don't mean it, and they know it. Don't you think that's, like, is that any better?
Well, no, I don't really care. That's the thing, is that I don't care. It's about you and yourself. You know, I'm not going to ruin my life for anybody.
There's too many shitty experts in the world, that's for sure.
Yeah, everybody's a fucking expert. Nobody knows enough about anything to say anything. I can sit here and I have a whole bunch of opinions, and, you know, people are commenting, and I read all the comments, and they're like, you know, this or that. But you know, a lot of the comments this week were, you know, Kenny, you're a fucking idiot, but I love how you can just say you know absolutely nothing and you're always wrong. Or that you'll admit when you're wrong. Listen, I don't really know anything.
Nothing.
You know, what do I fucking know?
Sometimes you're humble like this, but a lot of the other time you're pretty know-it-all. I'll tell you how it works. No, the reality is this, that, you know.
Hey, look,
Well, that's the reality.
I'm a
Deal
dick.
with it.
I'm a dick. You know, sometimes I'm a nice person, sometimes I'm a dick. It's human nature.
All right.
You know, give me a few fucking Guinnesses and a half plate of chicken wings, and I'll suck your dick.
You got it.
You know, give me a shitty plate of chicken wings, and I'll make you suck my dick.
There you go.
That's the difference.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
Well, you weren't feeling it last week. That's one reason why you got some of those comments.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it last week. I don't know. I got here. It's like, everyone's like, hey, man, go back to Kenny versus Spenny. It's like, you know, I'd like to see you talk for 10 minutes. I want to see you talk for 10 minutes and get 20,000 fucking subscribers. That's like half of, like, every stadium in the world. Like, you know, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry that some of the things I say are fucking boring. I don't even want to be here. You think I want to be here?
He doesn't.
I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to talk about this shit. I'm doing it. I don't even know why I'm doing it. Why am I doing it? Why am I putting myself up for this?
Yeah, why?
I erased 2 comments. Some guy goes, Kenny, you suck and your show's shit. Well, don't listen to my fucking show.
But why erase it? People will just say thumbs down.
Well, because people
whatever.
cross the line and it's too mean. I don't get. It's so funny. I rarely get. You know, in 1,000 comments, 2 people. It's probably Spenny. If Spenny actually knew how to open a YouTube account, I'd say, oh fuck, that's him. But
probably your mom.
Listen, I don't care. And you know what? And I hope I'm teaching people things by not caring. Because look at this. Here's another thing. Where's my phone? You know, I'm walking out of an elevator yesterday, and I was texting while I was walking out of an elevator, and I walked out too slow, and the fucking door hit me, and my phone goes flying, my iPhone, and it smashed.
Wah, wah.
But, you know, I don't sweat it. I don't fucking care. I don't care that my iPhone glass is smashed. Someone goes, hey, someone yesterday goes, your iPhone smashed. I go, no, it's just a smashed skin. He's like, no way. And I go, yeah, no way, you fucking dummy.
Kids, you can learn from this man. He just doesn't
who
care.
Cares?
But I'll tell you who cares about the haters. Your brother-in-law, Avi.
Oh, okay. So
Can we talk about it?
Avi,
There's a
I'm
little bit of
sorry. I said I'm my shitty brother-in-law, who I do love.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
No question.
Great musician, great guy.
Talented
Nice
man.
guy. Married my sister.
Everyone makes
Avi
mistakes.
Katz. I think he's Jewish.
Yeah, no,
hard
he
to
is.
tell.
He is.
It's hard to
You can tell by his name.
Anyway, so I posted. I was saying, you know, last week I lent him 20 G's to buy a house, and he ended up making a CD out of the fucking cash. So everybody started.
CD.
But he didn't just make a CD. He made a CD about how he wants to leave his
I
life
want my
behind.
sister
And
dead. But I want
He was
that's
inspired.
that's what I want too. But so everybody started trolling his site. I got him about 500 hits and 499 dislikes. But he doesn't realize. Look, we all get dislikes. Welcome to the biz, buddy.
There's haters out there.
Yeah, there's haters out there. I can say, you know,
Haters
I send
be
you
hating.
views. I can't just say, hey. The second I say, hey, everybody, go check out this new music track by blah, blah, blah.
It's
it
a real
doesn't
great
work.
sound. You'll
you have
love
to
it.
weave in an organic reason for people to see your stuff. And you know, every time I post anything, like everybody, oh my God, so many people send me stuff. Hey, can you send this Tibetan video out that my friend made about he's trying to get votes to build a school in Namibia? It's like, no, I can't, because every time I do that, I lose 1,000 fucking fans. Anytime I ask anybody for anything that doesn't have to do with me, it doesn't work. And people, it's spamming them. It's called spamming. You know what? You got to pay me for that fucking shit. If you want me to get your cheerleading team votes, I'm sorry. You have to do something for me that involves cheerleading and a bucket of lubricant.
Write it down.
But wait, so did he pull the video? What's going on? I thought we would get him a bunch of
No,
hits. I thought he'd
I
love
had
that.
a link on the last show, and I said, fine, I'll kill the fucking link. You don't like it, I'm sorry. And delete the video and reload it or whatever, but I'm not sending any more people to your site. And I also said, look, don't ask me to promote your stuff. You know, everyone,
Doesn't he always bug you
He
about
can't
promoting
deal
your
with
stuff,
it.
his gigs and
Actually,
everything?
he didn't, but a lot of people bugged me about that stuff.
Oh.
I say, my audience doesn't care about some girl who's got a hole in her throat with cancer playing piano. Nobody cares.
Unless
I'm
she
sorry.
falls off the stool or something.
Yeah, that's it. Nobody cares.
But I'll tell you what people do care about.
And they shit on me when I post that stuff, and I don't post it because I don't want to. One, I don't want to spam people. Two,
Got to be good.
it's
Hold on.
got to be good.
Jeff's going to segue here. Go
I'm
ahead,
going to
Jeff.
segue. I know what people care about. Someone with Tourette singing an REM song.
No, not
Yeah.
cool.
I was actually posting a lot of viral videos.
It's a great-
Some of which my fans send me, which is amazing. Listen, always just upload them to kennyhotz.com.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Let's give a little taste of it.
Very nice. Oh, life. Fucker. It's bigger. Fucker. Bigger than you.
Whatever.
All
Go to
right,
your
we'll,
thing.
we'll,
and
we'll
link
play
it
in
up.
we'll play in the top.
But it's
corner.
amazing. The guy, he's able to hold off his Tourette's to get the lines out, and then in between the spaces, he blasts his Tourette's
it's
out
kinda
in
like-
rhythm, though.
It's kind of like
Amazing.
Lazaro from Idol.
Yeah, he's got a backup singer built in.
And people say to me, it's like, "Hey, Kenny, man, the guy has a disease. Like, don't make fun of him." You know what? I'm not making fun of him. This is a shit that is in front of us. You know, that we have the ability to watch and learn about who we are as a species. There's something I didn't post, and it's called German Youth.
That was amazing.
And I'm not posting the link because it's so crazy.
It's on YouTube for some reason.
Yeah, but
Google
listen,
German
Yeah,
youth.
Google German
Before it
Youth, and
gets
you'll see
pulled.
one of the pictures is some guy in like a red shirt standing in front of a fence. And I don't, I have like I said, I have a very small group of friends who I send very
Risque.
very weird videos to. And to me, this is beyond gold.
Well,
like
it's
I don't even,
very
I don't
unexpected.
I don't even understand how this stuff. Like it's so dada.
Can we
And-
tell them what happens?
No,
No,
no.
okay.
Just go watch German
It's a
Youth.
surprise
It's only
ending for
30
you.
seconds. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
long.
30 seconds.
Okay.
And it's really, it's just, I really like watching this really weird, obscure, fucked up stuff. And I really love finding it. Like, to me, finding that stuff, even though a fan sent it to me, which is great, but finding it and exposing it it's incredible.
You're like Indiana Jones on the internet. An archaeologist.
Finding little treasures to share with the world. Like Winnie Pooh. That one's weird because it's a bit old news, but it's not old news, but it's big. It's that band from Estonia.
Yeah.
It's bizarre, but the crazy thing is that's not underground. That was on their Eurovision Song Contest. That was like their American Idol show.
Well, again,
So
it really reveals the Estonian subculture to me, or the culture and what the people are like.
The underbelly.
You ask me what Estonia is, like I have no fucking idea. Like you know what? I'm good with geography. I have no idea where that fucking
Eastern
place
Europe
is.
country.
Oh, Jeff knows.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
I don't know. You wanted to
Oh, I know it's Estonia. Anything that ends in Ia is in fucking near the Black Sea
just helping
coast,
you out.
buddy.
Just
Like
helping you out.
Ganzania.
Yeah. Anyways, listen, it's I don't know. What I like about that video is just the commitment. You know, I have a friend.
They went for it.
When I did the Meat episode on Kenny versus Spenny, I had a friend that was working for us, and he was one of the head writers of South Park. His name was Kyle McCullough. He's the only other Canadian that I know ever worked on South Park. He's from Winnipeg.
Rest in peace.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. And he was starting Guy Madden movies, and he's a funny, cool guy. He's a bit grumpy, but I still love him. And you can Google him, Kyle McCullough. And we were talking about the Meat episode, and he just looked at me in the eye, and he said, "Like a laser." And then I adapted that, even though I was kind of living that life on Kenny versus Spenny and committing 100%, like committing. When he said "like a laser," that really clicked with me, and I try to live my life like a laser by
LAL.
It's like the same moment your brother had when that teacher yelled at him and he didn't want to be bad anymore.
No, it's not. But the Estonian band, I think they're like a laser. They're focused and they're doing it.
They
you
knew
know?
what they wanted to
and
do.
I like that. I like the
Yeah.
commitment.
No
And
one was going to talk them out of it. They had people say, like, I don't know, it might be a bit much. They were like,
I think maybe I was just respect the commitment. You know,
LAL.
the commitment that people have, the focus, the brand. Just, I like it.
like for people who have a rabbit fetish, instead of them just thinking about it, they go out. Some people go out and they go do it.
Well, the
That's
the
great.
rabbit video I posted. It's that stuff's really weird, and I really hate that kinky, like that whole like mascot thing. It's
What?
so
It's sexy.
Well, you might not like it, but they like. That's the whole point. It's a
Hey, I'm
fetish.
happy they like it, but I just think it's cheesy.
Well, it is for the rest of us.
You know,
It's
I went to fetish night once. It was like this totally like gay bar fetish scene with all these
Gross.
S&M guys, and they were like, it was insane. They're fisting in S&M, dungeons with like, like full on cock rings and all this super weird shit. And we were wasted. And some guy was slapping this girl's ass, and she had like this ball gag in her mouth, and people are spitting on her face, and this guy's slapping her ass with a ping pong paddle. And I was wasted. I walk up to her and I kicked her in the ass. And then everybody went, "Oh my God!" And they booted me out. They two guys grabbed me, and I said, "Why? I'm spitting in her face." You know, like
What happened?
I don't know what. Like, aren't I part of this?
Is it because
line,
you
bro.
weren't wearing an outfit?
No,
or
first of all,
no
we
kicking?
had no outfit, so we had to leave all our clothes. We all went in on our
I've been to a
underwear,
thing
left
like
our
that.
jeans and our clothes in the box office.
You're walking around in your underwear.
Yeah, walking around in our underwear. And I kicked this girl in the ass, and they fucking booted me out, and I don't understand.
You still don't know why.
Why? I don't understand why. I
No
guess
kicking, maybe because you obviously weren't wearing the paraphernalia.
No, I
that-
think I was just. It was mean.
Yeah, just spit on her face. Why have to kick her in the ass?
Yeah, listen, my girlfriend and I are into S&M. She sleeps and I masturbate.
Right on. Man.
Hey. So you fell for the oldest YouTube trick. You fell for a fake video. You posted it.
Yeah, well, I
That
didn't
hash
realize.
hair.
Yeah, there's this.
It's a great concept.
First of all, I love this character so much. There was this Danish guy who's got a balaclava on, and I just see again. That's the commitment. That's what I like. I love the character. It's so defined. And I love those guys. Like I would be friends with that guy. I think it's up here probably now playing. But yeah, some weird Danish comedy bit, and this, all the day. It's so funny, you post something from Estonia, all the Estonians start commenting on your Facebook. You post something from Denmark, all the Danes do it.
It's a global village.
It's
now,
just some
Ken,
guy. The whole thing is that he wants to teach users
he wants
a
to,
lesson
yeah.
by jabbing a heroin needle in their eye and whatever. But it was so clearly fake. I'm surprised.
No, I actually didn't think it was fake, and I rarely got.
You got the interviewer's voice is
I
really
also
dumb.
sent. I didn't post this, but I also watched again the Howard Stern Channel 9 Family Feud.
Good stuff.
Which I used to watch. We used to get tapes smuggled to us from Brooklyn, 30 years ago, and we used to watch all the Howard Stern shows. And I think that stuff was just incredible, revolutionary.
Still is.
He was amazing. Still is.
Yeah.
You just before we went on air, you were talking about the Ryerson Something Awards. Do we want to come to the Ryerson
the
Something
Tara
Awards?
Awards. I'm not hosting, but I'm giving it away an award. First of all, it's a university I went to, Ryerson, and then I just found out that they had Spenny give out an award a few years ago.
The nerve.
And I'm like, fuck you! I'm not no fucking second banana.
Yeah, you are.
I will never
Just
go
spinning.
on stage after him, and now it's too late for me to cancel. But when I go up on stage...
Oh, you just found out afterwards.
Yeah, I just found out, like yesterday, that Spenny giveaway. I'm going to fucking rag on them so hard. Like, how dare they take this underling, this guy, give away an award in my alma mater, the university that I went to.
Did you graduate?
That's
or
your
just
best
attend
friend.
for a
I never
little bit?
graduated. I never graduated, but fuck graduating. I had a teacher. I'm like one credit away from my fucking BAA. First of all, I went to school for like 10 years. I went there. I think I started in 86. I went there from like 86 to like 96. And I would take 1 or 2 courses a year because they had all the film equipment and all the equipment, and I got to use all the equipment in the school. So I hardly went, and then one year I banged some girl and she went fucking crazy and I couldn't go back to class. And then another year, like my last class I did, which was History of the Third Reich, which I loved.
You love that.
The teacher had a fucking nervous breakdown. His wife left him and I didn't get my credit. So it's like,
What? How does that make sense?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Like no one got
I'm
their
missing
credit?
like 2 electives or something. No, he told me. He said, "Kenny, just come. I know you do shit. You're good. You're cool. Just come to me at the end of the year. I'll write a paper and you're fine." And when I went to him at the end of the year, he looked like Howard Hughes and he was all disheveled because I haven't seen you all year. I was like, dude, you told me not to come in. I didn't know your fucking wife would bang, your pool boy. What the fuck? You fucked me. He fucked me. If I see that guy, I swear to God, I'm going to fucking...
He's probably dead.
No, he's going to be dead.
Well, you wanted to talk about the dentist visit, but I see there's a news bulletin just came out.
Oh, yeah, this came out today.
It just came out on the wire.
What?
I don't know. Can you want to read the news story?
This is breaking news Police officer held hostage in suicide bid. Now, this is just outside of Toronto.
We're doing news now?
This is the
Only
first
with
news
this-
story I've ever read. This
Yeah.
was actually sent to me by 14th Division in Toronto by the head
Crazy.
of media police forces. A traumatized sex offender held a policewoman hostage in his southern Ontario trailer to provoke police to shoot him because he was scared to commit suicide. Former circus performer Robert Pico, I don't know
think
why they
it's
don't say
Robert.
Robert Pico, wanted to die but lacked the courage to take his own life, officials said. The court heard the 62-year-old call 911 to report a bogus burglary and lured police constable Miller to his home before pulling a knife and holding her there. Prosecutor Caudill said PC Miller pressed her panic button before tracking and disarming Pico. So
Do you think that's the same Robert P? Is that your
that's
dad?
Brian's dad, who's obviously
There's not many Robert Pigos out there. So.
circus performer. Well, you know he was a clown for birthday parties. He is a sex offender, and he's an obsessive fan.
He's a sycophant.
He's a sycophant. He's an obsessive fan, and
And that just came. This is happening right now?
no, this was this morning. This was about
Jeez.
6 a.m. this morning. I got the alert
Weird. I was talking to my dad like around 11.
last night.
No, this
Is that
morning, 11
before-
a.m.
Oh, he's got his one phone call.
supposedly your dad has a pagoda with
What's it-
my face in it.
What's a pagoda?
A pagoda?
A pagoda?
The great actor.
No. A pagoda is a shrine.
To who?
Do you know how the Jamaicans carve coconuts to look like monkeys and it says "Welcome to Jamaica" on it?
Yeah.
Not just the Jamaicans, any country with coconuts.
Keeps me coming back.
Brian's dad carved a coconut with my face on it, and he has that sitting in a shrine with some sandalwood, incense, and 3 navel oranges.
With your likeness on it.
How do you know that?
I've seen the pictures. TMZ, bro.
Jesus,
I'm
that
sorry.
one.
We all listen, Robert. We love you, and
He's getting a lot of press.
yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, he'd like to press against me if you know what I mean.
I don't.
What's going on? What happened at the dentist? You went to the dentist. Yeah, I know you go every 4 years.
I got my teeth cleaned. I went to the dentist. He said, all the dentists say I have amazing teeth.
Which you must, because you don't
Really?
brush them and you don't
Your
take
teeth
care of
are
them and you
not
don't have any
amazing.
cavities.
My teeth are fucking amazing. The Hotzes have incredible. First, we have biblical dandruff, but we have the most incredible teeth.
I disagree.
And my dentist said, "How often do you brush your teeth?" I said, "I don't know, once a week." And he's like, "What?"
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I said, "Yeah, I brush my teeth once a week because it's a fucking sham. It's a corporate sham. You don't need to brush your teeth with all the whitening formulas now. Yeah,
It's not about white. It's about brushing off the plaque so it doesn't eat through your enamel so
You
you don't
don't
have
need to.
cavities.
You
or so you
don't
don't
need
have death
to.
breath every day.
You
Yeah.
don't
You
need
can
to.
Speak to someone.
You don't need to. What? I can't smell my breath. What the fuck?
Yeah,
do I
but the
care?
rest of the world
It's like
can.
It's like a girl saying, "Wear a condom." It's like, why I can't have a baby? the hell? What the hell do I care? No, listen.
You're a selfless man.
You do not need to brush your teeth once every 6 months. You go.
At least, yeah.
You get your teeth cleaned.
You don't even
That's
go that
it.
often.
That's it.
You know, the crazy thing is that
It's
other
a sham.
people,
It's a bullshit. And you know what's like light bulbs? It's like why light bulbs burn out. You know, light bulbs, they have light bulbs that can last forever. We don't need light bulbs. It's like toothpaste. Do you know, and you can Google this, that you need to put the most minuscule amount of toothpaste on a toothbrush
That's
to keep
true.
your teeth clean?
But you
and
should
if you
brush them.
look at the commercials, you'll see that the amount of toothpaste they put on a toothbrush is a sham.
It's
It's
a
made
week's
up.
worth.
You don't
Totally
need
true.
it. It is a week's worth. And
Plop,
all
plop,
the
fizz,
toothpaste
fizz.
companies do that. But it's wrong. That one tube of toothpaste could last you up to like 5 years.
Do you know how detergent, whatever,
And
washing
you know what
machine
the
detergent?
other thing is you don't even need toothpaste. You get Arm & Hammer baking soda. You put baking soda on your toothbrush, it's just as good.
It doesn't
as-
smell as good.
Yeah,
It
it's like
doesn't
Dick
feel
Tracy.
right.
And you know Arm & Hammer? Arm & Hammer is a real person, Armand Hammer.
Yep.
And in America, he was the only U.S. citizen to have a Russian passport during the
Wow. Wow.
Cold War.
Not
Wow.
true.
Yeah.
Entirely not
Do you
true.
know why?
What don't
he
you
had,
know?
Why?
Because there was a massive famine, and Arm & Hammer imported train loads of bread and saved a lot of
Wow.
Russians.
That's
Do you know,
neat.
that the laundry detergent, they doubled their sales by simply drawing an extra line. As you know how they have the lines 1, 2, 3 for the load size. By putting a line so high up, they've doubled their sales from people just there's a line and filling up their laundry detergent.
You know, I've doubled my load size on your wife's laundry
just by putting a line on
her face.
On her face.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
A whip mark.
Anyway, you need to brush your teeth. You're blessed with incredible teeth for their hardness, but your breath is unbelievable.
Atrocious.
You can smell it, and if you're in the same room as you can usually smell it.
Do you brush
Wait,
your
you're
tongue,
usually
Ken?
facing the other way when I'm talking to
Now
you.
you know why.
Going
Because you're behind me.
flex your bum muscles, Daphne. The other thing is Heinz ketchup too. They've been slowly increasing the bottle. Well, this was years ago.
The squirt.
And selling tons more shit. It's all a sham, corporate sham. You don't need fucking anything. You
Brush your teeth, people.
You don't need to. In Africa, they use sticks to brush your teeth. You know, Chaos, a guy walks around with a stick in his mouth.
Yep.
But have you seen
like
their teeth
Survivor.
in Africa? Have you seen people's teeth in Africa?
better than
They're not
Kenny's.
as good as your teeth. In fact, that's the perfect example of why you need to brush your teeth. Look at any third world country. Their teeth do not look good.
What do you need teeth
Even
for?
in
There's
France
no
or
food. There's
England.
no food there. You don't need
You don't have to
teeth.
chew sand.
I got yelled at this week because you and I were driving around and I wasn't fast enough on my camera when there was that guy with cerebral palsy trying to grab his tennis ball
Oh yeah,
joystick.
let's make fun of guys in wheelchairs. That's
I'm not
good.
saying it's not. These aren't making fun of anybody. It's just these weird moments that you see that are like I see at least 3 YouTube moments a day. Every single
you're
day,
on them pretty
I
fast.
see one moment that's 150 million views. I swear to God, I wish I was like Data from Star Trek and I could
program
just
it in your brain.
record shit from my eyes.
This guy was amazing. He could not grab this tennis ball. He was everywhere.
It was really
all over.
weird. Yeah, it was really weird.
sounds very
And you know
funny.
what? Listen, they have palsy. Look, for all I know, the guy did fucking 50 pounds of coke when he was a kid, and he deserves to have palsy, you know?
Probably deserved it.
You know,
is the dumbest
so,
thing I've
you
ever
know,
heard.
Stephen Hawking's has palsy.
Obviously deserved it.
Yeah. So, you know, he made himself, you know, he look, the guy's bent space and time.
He played the sympathy card.
So, you know, you make life is what you make it. And you know, it's the same thing, you know, when you grow up with half a finger, you don't know what it's like to have a whole fucking hand, and so
Yeah, you do because you have the other hand.
Yeah, you're basically
not
like a
on the
guy
right
with cerebral
side.
palsy.
Not on the right side.
Do you
yeah.
think you were right-handed? You're left-handed now. Do you think you were always left-handed?
You know what? Eye doctor did a test on me once, and he said I was a lefty. I don't know why I put my right hand in the thing, but you know what? It's like, look at Brian's a ginger, and he's
Shit happens,
a broke
man.
loser. But
Yeah.
you know, he made himself that. You know, it's,
Every day I work towards that.
if
Like a laser. He had a vision. and he's sticking to
LAL,
it.
bro.
listen, if Freckles were gold, he'd be a billionaire.
I'd be sitting pretty right now.
Right?
Instead, I'm fucking Tokyo Drift and
Tokyo
making
drifting, bro.
$100 a month. Great.
You know, it's funny because you're broke and Kenny is a billionaire. Kenny always talks about how rich he is. But
To you, I do.
yeah, to people, the inside,
But
you know,
you're
insiders.
loaded. You've got a major house action.
I got a great house.
2 houses next
Yeah.
to each other
Wipe
in a
that
massive
grin off your
lawn.
face, you.
You know, Kessel's so annoying. He's such one of those fucking assholes who, you know, instead of renting with his girlfriend like 20 years ago, he bought a house with her because
Visionary.
he worked out that, you know, we can pay the same amount of rent, honey, and actually own our home. You know, and that's why it's so fucking annoying. Anyway, so
Being
he
a
bought a
Jew.
house for
Smoke
like
some fucking weed,
for
bro.
like 30 G's. Now it's worth like $1 million. So what do you? So I'm Mr. Rich.
Well, the thing is, even though you have lots of money, you do weird things. You hate to spend money. Like, you needed a...
No, I hate to spend. I hate throwing away fucking money. I think that I hate that shit.
Well, you needed a new cover for your computer. You wanted to get a...
I bought a computer. First of all, I sold my old laptop for $1,000, and I bought that new crazy Retina shit for $2,200. I thought,
Fancy
wow, when
computer.
am I going to get a chance to buy some super shit new hot Retina fucking crazy screen computer?
You'll
They should
never
be
get
paying
that
me. They
chance
should
again.
fucking be paying me for this.
Get a sponsorship.
To you know, to upgrade to a super computer.
Right, so you get a $3,000 computer, and you...
Well, I got it for cheap.
Okay, so for $2,800.
You know, go to Mac. This is what you do. You go to Mac. And you can always get a student discount.
Get
at
some
Mac.
eyeliner?
There's always somebody.
true.
There's always somebody who hates their job everywhere. Don't ever talk to a shitty person on the phone. If you pick up the phone and you're calling your cable company or your phone company or Apple Care or anybody, and they're shitty, The second they're a fucking asshole, hang up on them, call
new.
back, and you'll get someone, and eventually you'll get someone really nice that'll totally help you.
Yeah.
And these are the secrets that I've learned throughout my life. And the same things in Apple Store. When you go to an Apple Store, you go up to some idiot and you go, hey, can I have a student deal? He goes, no. And you go up to someone else and go, can you have a student deal? They go, fuck yeah, bruh, because they fucking hate their job. And then you get $300-$400 off your fucking computer and Apple Care for nothing. So, all that stuff I do.
Good tips.
Are
True.
people, am I an asshole?
Yes.
No, you're just a Jew.
Because there's two, shitty ladies sitting at Air Canada at a fucking counter for the elite that they're picking their ass doing fucking nothing, and there's a massive lineup, and I go over there and go, hey, can I have a ticket? And make them do their job. Am I an asshole? No.
No.
I'm not an asshole. I'm a fucking passenger. You're sitting there doing fucking nothing. Hey, I need a fucking ticket. There's a line. Do you mind giving me a ticket? They go, oh, no problem. Hey, Kenny, how are you? No problem.
You love doing that. You go to the elite lineups, even though you're not an elite member. You like to.
I am media.
Yeah. You're
I am
media.
media.
Anywhere he goes,
Talking
I'm
about
media.
that police
Hi, I'm
card.
media.
That police card. Oh my! I don't know if people have seen Papal Chase. It's pre-Borat. I made this movie in 2004. The things I did. The second someone gave me that police card, oh my god! I was
Watch
like
out,
backstage. I almost went on stage instead of the Who. 20 years ago with that fucking police card. It's all about attitude. You can go out and you can do fucking anything. And my incredible father told me this. You can be anything you want to be. People are great and they're stupid. If you go up to somebody and you say something and you sound right, the odds are you'll probably get it.
Confidence.
If you get a shitty,
Brian.
if you get somebody
Me
gives
too.
you, you're in a restaurant, you get shitty food. You need to tell them. You have to say, hey, this is shitty, and you're doing them a favor. And Jeff and I do this all the time. You're actually helping people.
Yeah.
When you're going somewhere and the beer is shit, you don't just drink it and not go back to the bar. You say, hey, dude, your fucking beer is shit, and you tell them that because you want to help them. This is very true, that when you say to somebody, hey, dude, you got some food on your face, you're not saying that to make fun of them.
You're not being mean.
You're telling them that so that they don't look like a fucking idiot. And you're telling them that because you love them.
And people always hate the person who says something on their
dude,
face.
when a girl says, hey, you got something in your teeth, girls are obsessed with shit in their teeth, especially when I'm in their teeth. But, if a girl says there's something in my teeth, you go, yeah, there's a poppy seed right there. There's a piece of parsley, because they're asking you because they want your help.
Well, when they ask you, you got to tell them. But you and I are the type of people to give unsolicited. That's the problem. That's where people get mad at us. But we're just trying to help.
We're just trying to help. I'm trying to help a lot, and I get in trouble for that all the fucking time.
That brand new place that had the world best burger sign. It's like,
yeah, we hate that stuff.
Yeah, you got to calm
because
down
there's
on
a
that.
shitty restaurant that just opened down the street from us. It said world's best burgers.
Could be.
And, sure, you can let it go, and everybody knows. The reality is everybody knows it's not the world's best burger. In fact, it's probably one of the world's shittiest burgers. But, that's false advertising, and you shouldn't, by law, be allowed to say that. And there should just be these rules, especially in Canada where everyone's so conservative. There should be these rules where you're not allowed to say,
world famous anything if it's not world famous.
Yeah. Or or spa when it's a rub and tug and they're there to jerk you off for $17.12. No, they shouldn't be allowed to do that. It's not a spa of some, 3-foot high Taiwanese ladies jerking you off with, 1.5 fingers on her hand. I'm sorry. It's not a spa.
Don't make fun of people missing fingers.
And a lot of people go in there thinking, oh, God. I go in there and go, oh, I'm here for my feng shui bath. And it's like, oh, no, sorry, we just beat off taxi drivers.
All right.
Not cool.
We've got some voicemails from last week. We're just going to play a few of them. First of all, if you want to call in and leave one.
Yeah, call in. Let's play your stuff.
The number is 1-877-965-2844. Call in, leave a message. Maybe we'll
You can call from all over the world.
Let's listen to some of the messages we got from our amazing audience.
Kenny, Audi City is in my backyard, and you are God. All hail, Kenny.
I know you love hearing that. You love when people call you a god.
Oh, I love that's nice.
Keep them coming. We got to get to the
Audi
minute.
said we talked about Audi City.
All right, let's hear the next one. Audi City, it doesn't exist.
It does. Ford has one.
I just like to say Brian's Minute is garbage. Take those nails and put them in your fucking eardrums.
Brutal Brian guy.
Well said, bro.
Oh, actually, who is Brian? Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, that's why he's rebranding. Well, let's do Brian's Minute. Enough of the messages. Do you need to hear more messages?
I'll do Brian's Minute.
Let's do Brian's Minute. Or Tokyo's Minute.
This is the new Brian's Minute with me, Brian. This is very exciting. I'm outside at my local basketball court. I will be trying to break the world record for longest made basketball shot, which is currently held by Elan Bueller of the United States. That distance was 104 feet 7 inches, or 31.9 meters. Got my measuring tape, 32 meters is right here. 32 meter mark. I'll be using the baseball throw technique, overhand. This is very far, 32 meters. I'm ready. Let's do this. Whew. Come on, baby. Come on. Got it! Woo! Woo! I'm kind of in a state of shock right now. This is crazy. Just want to thank Kenny for giving me the opportunity, for giving me the Brian's Minute. Jeff, thanks for sticking by me. All the fans out there, people that keep tuning into the Minute every week, waiting for the payoff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the payoff. We did it. World record holders, give it up! What a moment. What a moment.
Well, did you have somebody there to document it? I think to break the record, you usually need...
No, I was just going to send that to...
You can't even break a hymen.
Well, you did break a record. You broke the record for world's longest minute.
Yeah, you broke a record for the worst fucking segment in radio history.
This is average minute.
Double record.
We're going to rebrand next week. We're coming back with a whole new
Tokyo
whole
60.
new minute. Tokyo 60 is coming up. No more records. We got a new minute coming up.
Well, I have to say, it's a very polarizing thing. You know, talk about haters. People love the minute. People hate the minute. I love the minute.
Pick a side. The line's been drawn.
Yeah.
The problem with the minute for me is it kind of, gets me out of the mood I'm in, and now when coming back, I don't even know what to talk about. You're saying do a wrap up now. I really don't know what to talk about.
That sucks.
I feel like I was a little preachy this show, but I definitely have an opinion.
All right, you want to talk about a wrap up? I wanted to wrap up this story with your computer. You spend $3,000 on a computer, $2,800, and a $30 case. You wouldn't buy the $30 case. What did you buy instead of
I
proper
went to a
sleeve
fucking Target and I bought a $10 sleeve. Oh no! Well, first I bought a legal envelope with bubble wrap because I'm not going to blow $65 on some shitty little sleeve to stick my fucking computer in. It's stupid. I don't like wasting fucking money. I don't. And you know what? And don't ever buy anything for the right price. Now with the internet, you can find anything, and everything's so cheap. It's all fucking garbage.
You're so rich. It's 30, but even the gas to go from place to place to look for a slightly cheaper sleeve.
Not what it's about, Jeff.
Yeah, it's not. You know what?
Principle at stake.
No, there's some things I just can't blow cash on. And I have a big respect for money, and I was really poor, so I have this thing. I have this thing where I think I'm actually going to be poor again one day.
But you weren't really poor. You were Jew poor, as we've discussed.
Wow.
You just wanted...
You had more money than I do.
Well, were you feeling it this week? You feel like you're feeling it a bit more?
More money than you do. Oh, my God. It's not hard to have.
What, you got $60? Yeah, you got more than me.
Maybe we should give an address so
Merrick,
people can
the show's
send
over.
Brian
Don't have to
money.
worry about the camera.
The camera keeps falling. People
All right.
can't see that on radio. Thank God. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
God bless you.
Let me know what you think and call us.
Yeah, 1-877-965-2844.
I read every comment you make.
All right. Thank you. Have a great week and a safe tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.